Welcome back to Ill Blur Matic. What is going on, guys? I'm back with a story time. This story time is when I had the Burger King Connect. So let's get right into this story. So my 10th grade year of high school, we used to walk home from school, and most of the time I ate during lunch, but sometimes it was conflicting with lunch because sometimes, depending on what class I had in the hall on a particular day, you literally had to figure out, like, what am I gonna eat? Am I gonna eat for lunch or am I not gonna eat for lunch? So some days I didn't eat for lunch. So this day I remember I was with C, and I think I was with one of my other classmates. I think either S, yeah, C and S. So we go to Burger King, and stuff like that. And I go in and here's this nice young lady that's also a high schooler too, by the way. We're just gonna call her D. D, such pleasant personality, man. You know what I'm saying? Working in the fast food industry, sometimes those people can be a little rude and salty. But D, she was different. You know what I'm saying? She was like, "Hey, sweetheart, can I help you?" And then I'm like trying to figure out what I want to get on the menu. And I'm like, yo, let me just get a double cheeseburger. You know what I'm saying? Let me get like a small fry with that. And she's like, you sure that's all you want, hun? I'm like, it was just, it was so different, man. You would have just thought, like, man, like, is she really saying that's all to me? And I remember, just introducing myself. I'm like, yo, this is so-and-so, da-da-da. And I remember my mans and they was hating, man. She don't never call me that. She'll never call me that. I'm like, hey, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I think they was heated. She was nice looking though. I'm not gonna lie. D was nice looking. Like I said, she was the 11. She was in the 11th grade, working at a fast food place. I was a 10th grader. You know what I'm saying? So that was the first time. So eventually, that was our little hangout spot. Sometimes after school, before we went home, we went to either Burger King or Coney Island. Those were like the two spots that we went to, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes the other place too, Mary's. So I went back and stuff like that. And I remember the second time, because the second time was a lot different from the first time. And she's like, hey, sweetheart, how you doing? I'm like, hey, I'm doing good, D. How you doing? You know what I'm saying? And this time I went with my girlfriend at the time in high school. And I remember that day because, like, she rung me up, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ordered what I ordered like I usually order, you know what I'm saying? This time I just got a beverage. That was, like, the only difference. And she's like, oh, I got you, honey. I'm like, she mean she got me. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out what she mean by that. So I'm like, D, like, why my price like this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking because I'm very, like, analytical. I'm like, oh, you run me up, but I don't think this is the right price. And D like, shh. I said, D. You ain't gotta do all that. Shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there, it's so funny because my man C noticed it. Like, he was like, oh, she hooking you up, huh? Oh, that's what it is. Y'all a couple, your girl don't know. I'm like, bro, shh, don't tell her, because now you gonna start some beef, bro. You gonna start some beef. I'm like, I ain't trying to have my girl beef with the girl, and then this go down in Burger King, and we get kicked out of Burger King because you open your mouth. I'm like, bro, shh. Don't say it. Look, you know how she could get, you know what I'm saying? Because she was a little bit like, if you wild her up, oh boy. So, you know what I'm saying? Literally, she, hooked me up, you know what I'm saying? The price was a little bit cheaper, which is cool. I don't know what made her do it. So, I get my stuff, and my man's like, so that's you, huh? You out here playing. I'm like, what you mean playing? Like, me and D cool, bro. You sure about that? I don't think it's like that. He like, maybe I should tell you. I'm like, bro, don't do that, bro. Yeah, C was just like, you know what I'm saying? C thinking like, oh, no, bro, you got the number. Y'all been hanging out type of thing. It was never like that, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, we were cool. I mean, she was, like I said, very, positive, and just, I don't know, man, she was like, just, her energy was really cool. I really did like that about her, you know what I'm saying? So, a few weeks go by, I see D again. You know what I'm saying? She's like, oh, so you ordering something different this time? I'm like, yeah, you know, they had the chicken fries at the time, you know, so I ordered the chicken fries, got me some fries, got me, you know, a soda and stuff. I'm with C again. You know what I'm saying? I told her, like, yo, you know, made my homeboy jealous. He she laughed about it. And she's like, oh, you talking about him? I'm like, oh, yeah. It was so funny because I guess my man C was trying to hook up with her on the low, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, and like I got another discount. I was a little worried because, like, you know what I'm saying, her manager wasn't always there, which was a good thing when that did go down, when she like lowered the price for food. But it could have been where it's like, yo, the manager watching, she and you know, end up getting fired and stuff. So that wasn't the case. So a few weeks go by, and you know, I did eventually. I had broke up with my ex at the time, literally, and I said, "No, I'm gonna shoot my shot." You know what I'm saying? Like, and I said to myself, because my man's like, "Bro, so what's going on? Like, you should try to talk to so and so." I'm like, "Bro, that's kind of already the game plan, bro." You know what I'm saying? So I go to Burger King. I remember that day off the back of my head. I went in there and it was like such a different atmosphere, like going inside freaking Burger King, and not necessarily because that person was cool and everything, but D wasn't there. I didn't want to just straight up ask what happened to D because that, you know what I'm saying? Because then that would have been awkward. Like, so what's your relationship with D? You know what I'm saying? And I see this other young lady that it's like maybe like a friend of D's that works at Burger King. And I was like, oh my God, like what happened to D? You know what I'm saying? And I remember like ordering and she's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, dang. Like I was trying to shoot my shot at you know what I'm saying, the back of my mind with old girl and like she ain't even at Burger King no more. Rumor is, and I don't know how true that was, my mans that lived closer to the Burger King than I did said she had got fired for some reason. I really hope that it wasn't my fault, you know what I'm saying? Because like I wasn't asking for it. D just was a really sweet person, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, yeah, she got fired, da 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 da. And I guess he must have asked one of her coworkers. I'm like, I'm not that gutsy. Like, I'm gutsy, but I'm not that gutsy to ask what really happened to that person. You know what I'm saying? Because that ain't none of my business to ask another coworker what really happened to that person. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that'd have been out of place for me to ask. Then also on top of that, I'm thinking like, no, like some of the time she was hooking me up with the meal, you know what I'm saying, what I was getting. So that definitely would have been awkward too, because whatever the manager, I was talking to the manager, oh, so you're the one, she's been like lowering the price for the food so you could, you know, pay for the stuff, you know. So I was like, oh no. So the moral of the story is, man, that was like my first little Burger King connect, you know what I'm saying, to kind of, you know what I'm saying, lowered the price for my food and stuff. Has that ever happened to you where you go to a restaurant or like a fast food joint and you know somebody that's like really cool, like y'all just like click, you know what I'm saying, y'all are really cool and everything, and literally the person eventually gets fired or either moves on from that job to another job? You tell me in the comments, guys. Your boy Ill Blur Matic, guys. Want to thank all my supporters. Thank you for watching the video. People that watched the video all the way through, you guys are the real MVP, guys. It's your boy Ill Blur Matic, guys. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for commenting. Until next time, I'm out.